Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1213. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter as Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. That was Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link on the Facebook side. Join me on camera, shoot the breeze, share information, and or promote yourself. If you could share this out, that would be awesome so that more people here in Durham can know what's happening. I want to start off the show first, thanking everybody who's already sent their birthday. Today's my birthday. I'm 67. Woo! But I do want to thank everybody who has sent, birthday greetings. I really, really appreciate it. It's not even noon. Well, it is noon, but middle of the day, and I've already gotten I'm not gonna say how many, but I'm gonna be modest. But I do thank you. And for those who want to wish me happy birthday later, I'm thanking you now. Okay, let's get started with the show. Enough about me. Okay, I am on the word page, the government and nonprofit information page. I always like to start out by letting you know that at your convenience, you can go up and down the page and see what programs and services are being offered by nonprofits, the city of Durham, and Durham County. Actually, let me mention a couple of programs you really need to know about because a friend of mine at the county really wants me to promote this because she wants me to really point out, don't be ashamed. If you need this help, get this help. The county has all this money just rolling in for these programs. So I just want to encourage you, if you are eligible, to sign up for let me start with this one first. The LIHR, which is the Low Income Homeowners Relief Program that helps people who are modest, low-income homeowners to pay their property tax. Very important. So you have to get in that application by the end of the month, which is Friday, December 30th. So definitely do that. And there's some stipulations, and there, like I said, there's plenty of money. Just check it out at your convenience. Now, another program is the LEAP program, the Low Income Energy Assistance Program. It's a great program. They can pay. Now they don't pay you directly. They'll pay like Duke Energy or whoever you're doing business with. So they make payments of $300, $400, or $500, depending on how far behind you are in your bill. So again, they're very generous in terms of who's considered low income, at least in my personal opinion. So don't hesitate. At least look to see if you're eligible. Now, right now, only seniors can sign up, and then at the turn of the year, January 3rd or whatever, then the younger people, age 60 and under, can apply for the low energy assistance program. Don't let this slide by. Now, the latest that you can actually sign up for this is like March 31st, so you've got plenty of time. Okay, next on the list, let me tell you about some board vacancies that the city wants you to know about. It's a good way to serve your community by dealing with maybe there's some specialties that you have and you want to join one of these committees and help the community. A lot of people start out with this joining commissions and committees as a way to jumpstart their political career. And you can do that as well. Let me see if I can find it. Wait a minute. Give me a second. There it is. So you do have to apply to be chosen. And the deadline for these particular openings is like 2 days from now, December 15th, which is Thursday. So the openings are in the areas of the Recreation Advisory Commission, the Durham Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Commission, the Affordable Housing Implementation Committee, and then the Housing Appeals Board. If any of those interest you, jump on it. Okay, let's scroll down and see let me tell you, the Durham County Libraries are all open until 8. Bragtown is open until 6, and then the libraries reopen tomorrow at 9:30. Bragtown reopens at 10. Let's see what's on the docket. The Durham Tech Small Business Center, free online classes for entrepreneurs. Let's see, today's the 13th. Here's one. Okay, so from 2 until 3 this afternoon, there's a free class. Improve your small business website speed and integrate tracking scripts with Google Tag Manager. That's a really long title. But yeah, that's from 2 until 3 this afternoon. And then here's another one. Oh, that's Thursday. Okay, never mind. So that's the only one today. Improve your small business website speed and integrate tracking scripts with Google Tag Manager. They've got to come up with some catchier titles. Okay, we're moving on. Scrolling down to SCORE. They have a webinar coming up today, I believe. Let's see. Yes, and in case you don't know, SCORE, Service Corps of Retired Executives. They also have free webinars. They also have mentors. You can talk to them like via chat, the phone, online, whatever. Their office is in Chapel Hill, but they serve Durham and I think Pittsburgh and some other neighboring cities. So definitely check out SCORE. They're really great. So the free webinar that I mentioned is today at 1 o'clock. So sign up as soon as possible. Can you start a business in a recession? Question mark. So I think the answer is yes. Find out by tuning in today at 1. Now let's go to the To Your Health page where I have your COVID-19 test and vaccine updates, also places where you can pick up your free at-home rapid COVID-19 tests. And a really good friend of mine has COVID. I want to wish her, she was calling me for tell me happy birthday. And I want to hope that she gets better really, really, really soon. Let's see. What was I talking about? Let's see. Oh, I didn't click on To Your Health. Now, about these rapid COVID-19 tests, you might want to start like collecting them, so to speak, if you plan to have a bunch of house guests for the holidays. So I can't imagine you're turning away any guests, but some people have young children and elderly relatives and they want to play it safe. So I'm going to make it incumbent upon you, if you'll be visiting people with vulnerable members of their family, that you take the test yourself and don't leave it up to them to test you and tell you to go back home and wish you a Merry Christmas. Just saying. Let's see. So I have those COVID updates. Yes, the American Red Cross is having a blood drive. Let's scroll down and look at that, shall we? So the American Red Cross, they're going to be setting up at Rose of Sharon Baptist Church. If you could help, they'll be, donating blood. That would be awesome. So Rose of Sharon Baptist Church is on Guest Road, and they will be there from 2:30 until 7. Let's see. I think Blood Connection are also having a blood drive. Let's scroll down to that. So Blood Connection, they will be setting up at Kohl's. That's right off of 15501, and they will be there from 2 until 7. Okay, and one more thing. HELP is open today. HELP is the Health Equipment Loan Program. It's a county program where people donate items like wheelchairs, tub transfer benches, et cetera, et cetera. So they donate them, they're cleaned, they're repaired as necessary, and then long-term loaned to people who otherwise can't afford them. And as you might not know, wheelchairs cost hundreds of dollars. Found out that the hard way. So if you need something like a wheelchair, something that's very expensive like that, definitely check out the health program. They're not anymore over there by the scrap exchange. Now they have their own spot, 4206 North Roxborough Street. They're only open until 2 today, so they're open Tuesdays, 10 to 2, Fridays, 1 to 5. Okay, let's move on to the health events page. We click on the big blue button there. It takes us to the page. It's all about the support groups, etc. So today, let's see. The Breast and GYN Cancers Support Group, they will be meeting online. This is a Duke-led meeting from 5:30 until 7. So all you have to do is to contact Ginger Gianella. I have the information, the phone number, the email address, so that you can get that Zoom link. Also today, the Younger Onset Support Group, they will be meeting from 7 until 8:30 online, another Duke-led meeting. And this is for people with members of their family who have early onset Alzheimer's. It can strike as young as like late 30s, early 40s. So definitely find out about that. Get some tips, share some tips if you have them. And then tomorrow, Mind-Body Approaches to Coping with Cancer. It's going to be from 12:45 tomorrow until 1:30. So you might want to contact Tracy Berger and get that Zoom link for tomorrow. Okay, let's go to the SeniorScope page and let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is downtown at 406 Rigsby. I don't know if you've been there yet, but it's a really cool place. They now have 406 Cafe, which means they're serving lunch now. They didn't do that from the beginning. So they took out the pool tables. Now there's a cafe there. And they still have pool. It's just in another room. Let's see what is happening today. Oh, here's what's happening tomorrow. Let's see. Because you missed the open mic. I told you about that yesterday. So I hope you got to go to that. So today, okay, you have 15 minutes to get to the center if you want to build a kit with the Red Cross. Learn how to build your own first aid kit. So if you happen to be downtown or close by anyway, it's over there at starting at 12:30. You don't have to sign up, so you can just go. Now, tomorrow, they'll be making winter luminaries with the Durham Library. That's from 9:30 until 10:30 tomorrow morning. So call and register for that one. And then also tomorrow, starting at 12:30, they will be teaching CPR and first aid. Very important to know that. And let's see, what else do you need to know? I think that's it for now. I will let you know that on Thursday, there's going to be a talk about volunteerism and how to find volunteer opportunities if you're looking for that. That's going to be on Thursday, so sign up for that as well. Now let's go to the Let's Go page. The last page we'll be visiting, the calendar of events page. So let's go there and scroll down to my birthday. I mean the 13th. Let's see. If you hear laughter, that's my sister. Cookie's visiting me from Chicago. I'm so excited. And we're about to throw down at a restaurant in about an hour. I'm just saying. Let's see. Let me scroll down to 13. So going on right now is Don't Waste Durham's Agree to Go Action Team meeting. If you meant to go, they'll be meeting until 1 o'clock. They're right now at the Durham Bottling Company. I don't know if they mind people strolling in late, but they will be meeting there until 1. They're talking about different local action-based trash prevention solutions. So if that's your shtick, definitely check that out. Okay, New Visions, they'll be giving away free groceries. It's Tuesday. That means they will have their grocery giveaway starting at 12:30. New Visions of Africa restaurant is right next door to W.D. Hill on Fayetteville Street, served by the 5 and 5K bus. Try to have a rollaway cart if you can. Sometimes they have almost too much food to carry. If you're driving, go around and park in the W.D. Hill parking lot. They don't mind at all. Try to get in the top lot so you don't have to navigate the steps while holding groceries. Okay, let's see. Oh, and they'll be back from 3 until 6 giving away meals. So if you are in need and you're hungry, definitely stop by New Visions. Thumbs up to 𝐁𝐔𝐋 and his crew. Bahama Baptist Church in Northern Durham, they're having their plastic bag ministry. This is where they actually strip plastic bags into strips, and then they make what they call plarn and crochet them into big mats that they give away to homeless people so that they don't have to lie directly on the ground or in the dirt. So if you would like to, if you know how to crochet, you'd like to participate, they will be meeting at the church at 5:30. Okay, the pony ride, you might be saying, well, it's too cold to ride a bike, but you already know bike riders are a hardy bunch. So the pony ride will be starting at Major the Bull in CCB Plaza tonight at 6:30. It will already be dark, so definitely see if you can have a light put on your bike. And they'll be riding like 5 to 8 miles. It's a casual ride, and it'll be led by Eros Guadalupe, and the ride will end around 9:15-ish. The Black and Brown Ballet class is at the Hayti Heritage Center, and this will be from 6:30 until 8. There is an $8 fee, and then you first exercise and work out a little bit, and then learn some beautiful ballet steps. You have to be at least age 12 to attend, and it's for beginners too. You can be an intermediate dancer, but if you're a beginner, that's fine too. You are more than welcome. High Wire Brewing, they're going to be playing ping pong today. They have their tournaments on Tuesdays from 6:30 until 8:30, and everybody gets to play at least 2 matches. And High Wire, they're over there at Golden Belt, closer to the Taylor Street side. Okay, Marva's Fun, she's going to have her Stay Well virtual line dance class online, 7 until 8. It's free, and it's on Zoom. Last but not least, the Tuesday Blues Jam. The music starts at 7 o'clock. This is going to be at the Blue Note Grill. Free admission. If you play guitar or bass, don't worry about your amp. Just use theirs. If you want to sing, you can hop on stage and do so. I hope dancing is allowed, but it is free admission, so there's that. So have fun tonight at the Blue Note Grill starting at 7 o'clock. Let's see. And now this is starting at 1 minute after midnight tonight. Believe it or not, Durham Parks and Recreation, they're having a stargazing session. Yes, I said this is actually tonight from 12:01 until 3 in the morning. This is going to be at the West Point of the Eno Environmental Education Pavilion. Now, I don't know if you allow your kids to stay out that late, but boy, would that be fun. What they're going to do, they're going to have you bring your blankets, and it's going to be cold tonight, so bring as many blankets as you can or wear your best coat and just lie around and watch the Geminid meteor shower. And they can't ensure that you will see 120 meteors per hour, but that's what they're guessing that everybody will see. That sounds like real fun to me. So if the kiddies, if they can hang, they'll remember this forever. This sounds like an awful lot of fun. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Let's look at the weather. It's 44 degrees. It's airish out, as my great-grandmother used to say. It's sunny. It's going to be sunny all day. It's going up to a rousing 47. And then tomorrow it's going to go all the way up to 48 with a 50% chance of rain. Now, it looks like Guy R. Cook from Kennewick, Washington State is waiting in the wings. So let's bring him on and let's see what's happening way out west. Guy, what's new?
Well, on the subject of weather.
Okay.
We're not going to be above freezing for the high until the day after Christmas. On the 26th.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to be 37. Yeah,
what happened?
It's December. It's cold.
Wow. How much snow do you have on the ground?
Not that much, maybe 1.5 inches. What's bad? What's making the roads terrible? I don't know if you heard about the 30-car pileup they had.
No.
It's called freezing fog. Okay.
Ooh,
so
that sounds
we got a little bit of snow, and then in the daytime it warmed up and it kind of melted, turned into slush and so forth.
Yeah.
And then it froze again that night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have ice, basically.
Yeah.
Then the fog came in, and all the water molecules in the fog instantly freeze when they touch that stuff.
Weird.
So you got ice with a layer of ice on top.
I suggest that you not drive tonight.
Oh, it's not even driving. You can't even walk on that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, we're talking hockey rink. Okay.
I hope your mailbox is connected to your house. You don't have to go out to the street, do you? You do?
Yes, I do. But I have that, that instant delivery scan that the U.S. Post Office has.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You go to USPS.com, I think it is, and sign up.
Right. I was just telling my sister about that. Yeah.
Well, I check that first. And if it's just junk mail,
don't even go out.
It's not an, oh my God, important mail. Don't happen.
That's a good point, Guy. That's a good point. I need to point that out when I tell folks to download the app because sometimes I do that. I'm like, oh, it's not even worth walking the 30 feet to my mailbox.
Oh, I wish it was 30 feet to mine.
Well, I just said 30.
I take a walking stick to keep my balance just to make sure I don't slip and fall.
Good.
But the big...
I hope it has... Does it have a point on it?
No, it has a rubber...
Oh, you need something with a point so you can mountain climbers.
I don't think that they would like that on their sidewalk.
That's your sidewalk.
I'm not using it for instant stability so much as I am to kind of keep my balance with.
Yeah. Okay.
I just take.
But you're right. Just go out if it's worth it.
The big news. Ooh. The reason I came on.
Mm-hmm.
Fraser Ramsey called me at 8:30 this morning.
That's our friend in Scotland. Okay, Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, Scotland, company likes to clean. And Fraser reminded me that it's your birthday today. So that means you're famous internationally. I hope Cookie realizes the gravity of the situation. And it's really a big deal. Oh, you're off camera. Now, Cookie doesn't know that when you go off camera,
wait. Let me go off camera so that your device can tell us a birthday joke. I'm just going to happen to just like wander over here.
Well, no, you kind of did go off camera. Computer, tell me a birthday joke.
Why is it so hard to give Rafael Nadal a gift? Because he returns everything.
What do you say? She said.
Why is it so hard to give Rafael Nadal a gift? I don't know who that is. We'll have to Google it. It's because he returns everything. He must be like return. I'm thinking tennis player, right?
Oh, yes, that's probably true. He's probably a tennis player.
Yeah. So
that's kind of
because it's the holidays. Really my daughter-in-law called me up yesterday, or she messaged me on Messenger and says, "Do you have a membership card for?" I don't want to get copyright violation, so I'm just going to say this big store.
A large store.
You know, like JCPenney or somebody that size. And it's not them. So I can
they're going bankrupt anyway. Go ahead.
So anyway, I said, well, you know, I've got a card, but I don't know if it's still valid. I think I've had it for over a year, it seems like. So I logged on. I went to their website.com, tried to log on, and couldn't. It kept saying, oh, your password's no good.
Oh.
Well, I keep everything in a vault, so I was pretty sure that it wasn't, the password was bad. So I'll just make a new account. But because I don't want my other devices to get beat up with a new password and I don't have it on those, use the same password. Just make a new account, same password. And it said, all the little green check marks said, yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good. Everything was right. Save it. Tried to log in, couldn't log in. So I called.
I thought you were trying to fool them.
I called company support, and I said, I can't log in, yada yada. So the person that was the tech person, who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but she's pretty good. She's asking me stuff like, well, are you using the Chrome browser? So I told her I was, because I figured that was the first fail on login. I was using Vivaldi, but I changed it.
Did you turn it off and on?
I not only did that, I turned the cache completely off from like the last 7 days.
Wow. Okay.
Cache. Nothing worked. Couldn't get in. And I said, okay, I'm going to make a whole new password. Well, without going into the techno weeds, I was using a technology that makes a big long password, like 25 characters or something like that.
Goodness.
Come to find out, with this company, if your password was more than 16 characters, it would measure the first 16 characters and say, oh, it's valid, it's a good password, but the rest of the gobbledygook would go tilt when you try to put that in.
Okay.
So the length of the password was the key. Once I figured it out, it was having to do, you know how when they say some passwords you have to have a special character as part of the password?
Oh, sure. Yeah, like a,
you know, upper and lowercase letters, a number, and a special character. Yeah. Well, this thing said you don't have a special character. But I did. I had a $sign in, but it was past 16 characters.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
So that's how I cracked the nut and figured out that this big company website, and I don't know what they're paying that guy.
Goofy.
But it doesn't say in the recipe that they give you for making the password, you know, have an uppercase and lowercase. No mention of the length. So I had to go back. I have a software that generates passwords. I had to go back in and change the length of the passwords it generated with 128-bit encryption to be less than 16.
Gotcha.
So then I Googled around, and this is the link I'm going to share to your comments. It's from Georgetown University Information Security Office.
Mhm.
They must know. About 12 to 14 characters is the recommended length of the password.
Okay.
And you should use a different password for every account. So I'll put that link in. It's got 10 tips on passwords. And for the people that are watching your show today,
Mm.
make sure that your sister Cookie has one too.
Okay.
A password.
Well, I was told to make a sentence, but I would think if you're going to make a sentence, don't make it too obvious. Like if you use the word fast, then naturally the next two words would be and furious. You know what I mean? So make a sentence that only makes sense to you. You know, hey Cookie, did you want to join me on camera? I just want to introduce everybody to my sister.
Wait, I have to.
That's Cookie. That's my sister visiting from Chicago.
Cookie, you're famous.
I am.
Oh yeah, your sister Pat talks about you often. Like if we're talking about the weather being cold, she'll say, "Oh, in Chicago, where my sister Cookie lives." Yada yada yada.
Oh yeah. So we're having fun. Unfortunately, she's only here till tomorrow, but
I have to get back.
to
But I
work.
wanted to come for her birthday.
I'm 67.
Just a kid.
Oh, am I supposed to tell my age?
No,
Oh.
you don't have to if you don't want
You don't
to.
have to.
69.
What's good about age? We had some work
Age
done in
is
the house
awesome.
the other day, and the contractor's here, and he looks at me and he says, "How old are you?" And I replied the standard answer, "Well, how old do you think I am?" And he
What'd he
said,
say?
65.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, he's trying to get a big tip.
Ah,
And then I told him I'm 71. He goes, "Oh, really?" Yeah, really. So
Cool.
there you
I'll
have
be
it.
70 in April,
yeah. So
which I find amazing.
it's really weird, when you realize you're the oldest people in your family,
Yeah.
Well, when you know you're old is when you go to the grocery store and the elevator music they play in the background. It's
Mhm.
all the jukebox songs you listened to in the 80s are on the
Oh
sound.
man, that's probably true. Oh, do they play music at Food Lion?
I don't know.
I don't think they play music at Food
Someplace,
Lion.
next time you hear music playing in the background, you're going to
Yeah.
recognize the song as, "Oh, I remember that from high school."
I was in high
Hey,
school.
speaking of high school, what
Uh-oh.
grade were you in 1969?
I was graduating from eighth grade graduation.
Okay.
So that meant, in the fall, that's freshman year, high school.
Yeah, in the fall of 69, I began my senior year in high school.
I graduated in 69.
Yeah,
Wow.
I came out
That
in
was
70.
a big year. That was like a huge year.
Yeah, we were
68 was
they
crazy.
built a new high school
Oh,
in Walla Walla. They built a whole new campus, and we were the first class that had attended all three grades, sophomore, junior, and senior, at that school.
Mhm.
And
Wow.
now the school is huge. When we had our 50th anniversary for the class reunion thing, we had a tour of the high school as part of the gig. You could go down and get a tour. And we went to one place we went was the science teacher I had, Mr. Dennis. He became National Teacher of the Year. I will
Cool.
never
National?
forget. Yours truly, when he announced in the class, I made State Teacher of the Year. And I said out loud, "Well, all you got to do now is win the national." And he went, "Ha, ha, ha."
And he did.
Years later, I was in this coffee shop and I looked on the table there was the Saturday Evening Post. Remember that magazine?
Wow.
On the
Norman
cover was a
Rockwell.
picture of Mr. Dennis. He was my teacher then, as the National Teacher of the Year.
See?
And
That's
I
great.
kind of went, slam dunk, dropped the microphone.
Nice. Now, when I went to high school, I went to Kenwood. It's now called Kenwood Academy. It was just Kenwood High School when I was
Yeah.
going to it. We were still stepping around the workers as they were putting the final touches on the school. So we were the first, the first to attend the new There was a Kenwood High School, but it was in another building. So
Yeah.
we were the first in the class of six. Wait, when did I graduate? Class of 73.
Ah,
The first to be at Kenwood High School.
oh, wow. Yeah. I asked one question when we had this tour of the high school. I said, well, how many full-time equivalent students do you have now? 1,600. Because ninth graders now
Whoa,
the high school too.
that's huge.
I noticed that all the locks were gone off the lockers. You know, there's just the
What?
door, but the little hole where the lock would
Yeah.
be, the combination, gone. And I said, how come you don't have locks on the lockers? He said, oh, we only need about 30 or so.
Huh?
I said,
What?
well, everybody carries all their crap, you know, the stuff they take to high school,
Yeah.
in a backpack.
Yeah, but that's a lot of books, though.
Well, I
So
don't
what
think
about your
it's a lot of
shoes
books
and your
because
lunch?
now I think they're delivering the books in PDF format and they just pull out their Chromebook.
In high school?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa. So they have their laptops and their lunch, if that.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's weird.
Yeah. I can't imagine not having a locker. It's
I
weird.
know. I
My
know.
senior year, because my name's Guy Cook, right? We know that. Well, there's also a fellow in Walla Walla named Greg Cook. So some genius figured out Greg Cook and Guy Cook should be locker partners because they always had to have two people in the locker, even then, because it was.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, any memorandum that came down from the office, like overdue books or whatever,
G.
they would
Cook.
address it to G. Cook.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd get a note that says, your book is overdue at the library. We're going to charge you a fine if you don't. I said, I took it up there and said, I never checked this book out. So they
That's
said,
your buddy.
Oh, sorry. It's for Greg Cook. Oh, okay. So the straw that broke the camel's back is Greg
right.
Cook got in a big brawl at the drive-in after school
Uh-oh.
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I came into school and the rumor had spread, hey, did you hear that Cook was in a fight last night? So everybody looked at me and said, your hands aren't messed up and your face is clean. I heard that you were up at the drive-in and got in a big fight. No, not me.
Brawling.
So that's when I just said, Greg, I got to go to a different locker. Well, there's a kid in school. His locker partner had moved out of town. So he had the locker all to himself.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm your new roommate. You're going to share lockers with me. And I explained it. His name is Paul Egan. I explained all to Paul about the G Cook and so forth. He says, yeah, makes sense to me.
Cool.
And he wasn't charging me rent, so that was cool. And it was right next door. He had the locker right next door to mine.
Oh, perfect. You didn't even have to. You just move your books. Just
Yeah.
2 feet, 1 foot.
I'm signing off. Nice to meet you.
Okay, Cookie, take care.
Thank you. You too.
And walk careful when you get back to Chicago. They have freezing fog. Don't go out. Just stay in the house. So thanks for having us on, Pat.
Absolutely, guys.
Oh, we're gonna have snow for Christmas too, by the way.
Well, actually, that's a good. I mean, if you can walk safely to your
traditionally,
mailbox for
always-
Christmas Eve,
Yeah, you always have everybody wanting to know if it's going to snow. Well, they're saying in the forecast, they're saying snow showers 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So I don't know how much snow we're going to have. I might put my yardstick out there to measure it.
Yeah, I can't see that far ahead on my app, but
Oh, yours don't go 10 days ahead? Because today's the 13th.
Let's see, 13. No, mine doesn't go. No. So I might be using a different app, but yeah, I wanted to be more of a surprise anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I know the kiddies love snow.
Okay, well, have fun. What restaurant you going to go to? I should warn them. Give me their phone and I'll call them up and say, hey, look out because the Murray sisters are coming in and it could be bad.
They turn the place out. We're going to the Thai Cafe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never been there. So.
Well, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Why not? Exactly.
What'd you say?
It's your birthday. You should go to someplace you haven't been.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I mean, I've never, like I said, I don't know anything about Thai food. Cookie says that they
It's
have spring
spicy.
roll. Yeah, I
I
don't
know
like
it's spicy
spicy, but
because
I'm sure I can order
spicy.
mild.
There's a Thai restaurant right across. Well, I can see the roof of it from where I'm at,
Yeah.
and I said, well, why haven't we gone there? Because there's so many restaurants here in Tri-Cities that we haven't been to. And Darlene said, no, you don't want to go to Thai food. It's spicy.
Spicy. Yeah, I'm sure they have mild though. I
Oh
mean,
yeah. To
anything
keep
possibly
the customer
spicy.
share intact.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
guys. So I gotta get
Have a
ready
good
to
birthday.
go. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Always fun when Guy drops by. And of course, my sister Cookie. Thanks again, Cook. So you can drop by as well. I do Bull City Hangout every day, every weekday at noon, and then Saturdays at 10. I might have to start a Sunday show. I don't know. Put in the comments below if I do have a Sunday show, what time it should be, because it's a little iffy with all the different church services and whatnot. So anyway, be that as it may, have a beautiful day. And thanks again for my wonderful birthday greetings. I really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Oh, wait a minute. I have to take Cookie to the airport. I might see you tomorrow at noon. We'll see. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you the next day at noon for Bull City Hangout. Ciao for now.